fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here. And now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Todoroki. Now, Todoroki, he has set out on a quest after being freed from the king and his mind control, and trying to repent for his actions. He has set out on a quest to find the ingredients for a rare potion. And he is ready. Now, Todoroki, he went into the nation of the Fox, where it's believed that a dungeon has what he needs. In the process, he met a party of demi-humans, and he discovered that they're not really so different, even though there are many different physical changes in all of them. Now, with that out of the way, we do actually have about, let's just put it roughly 1 year to a year and a half later, where Deku, or at least a copy of him, he's currently going through an area and cleaning up Todoroki's mistakes. Now, we do actually have today where a version of Junto, he does walk into a shop and he does look around. Okay, there's nothing out of the ordinary so far. Damn it. I'm close to tracking him down because of all the strange shit I keep hearing about popping up. God damn it. Most of the things I've been trying to prevent from popping up here have already started because of him. If this continues to happen, there's going to be a serious problem. Now, Deku would walk up to the counter, where a man he does ask exactly if he's here for a specialized item. Well, yes, I am. How exactly could you tell? Young man, you're dressed as a nobleman, are you not? Deku, looking down at his outfit. Yes. Yes, I am. In fact, I've heard you recently come into collection of a rare artifact. I see. Yes, I have. Now, the man will go to reach under the counter, grabbing a small wooden box as he doesn't go to bring it out and above, setting it down, talking about how he's heard of this weapon before, and, well, he's at least never seen one this advanced. I see. It's only natural. With the evolution of technology the way I'm at least making it, I knew when this weapon would pop up. However, he just skipped right ahead. Now, the man would open the container and Deku would see the weapon, as he does go to reach his hand out and grab it, holding it up as he does look at the piece of metal in his hand. Of course he would do something like this. Young sir, that weapon's quite pricey. Do you really think you could? I'll take it. Are you sure? Deku having the weapon disappear in his hand, as he does have a bag of gold take its place. Him setting it down on the counter, saying that there's 50 pieces of gold. If he allows word of this to get out, they're going to have problems. Destroy every prototype, or at least blueprint he has of all this. The man looking down at the table. Sir, but those items, they... I'm sorry? That weapon, it's a one-of-a-kind item. I know. I intend to keep it that way. If you do not listen to my instruction, there will be a problem. But sir, that weapon can change everything. That's the problem. Now, Deku would turn and go to walk away, thinking, okay. He's allowed muskets to exist in this world. However, more and more advanced weapons like the one Todoroki has been putting out, along with even some of the technology he's been trying to make, they're real bad problems. He's already dealt with the repercussions of some of his own technology, being mixed with alchemy and magic. And Todoroki, he has no regard for that, or at least he's left unaware. Devil System. Activate Wise Man. Wise Man activated. What question would you have? With all the recent data, what do we have on Todoroki? Shoto Todoroki. With way he has been rerouting and, well, moving, it's believed that he will pop up in this town next. Of course he will. Now, Deku does have wings sprout from his back, as he does quickly fly up into the air. Now, Deku, he does take flight, as he does leave the city. Now, Deku, he knows that some of the technology Todoroki he's trying to put out there, yeah. Not only is it a good way to make money, and at least help certain people, Todoroki has no idea what he's doing. He's never seen the negative impact they make. Now, Deku's flying through the air, as he does pass through, let's just say, the nation of the insects. Now, he would land in a town, as he does ask Wise Man and a few of his abilities to scan for Todoroki, or scan for the signature of the hero. Now, the abilities would activate, and Deku, he does at least find something after his system does warn him. Now, Deku, he had to scan at least 3 times around this town, and as he's walking through, he does actually see Todoroki. Now, Todoroki is currently doing a business dealing, where he's exchanging a new artifact, or at least, let's just say, modern era technology for some money. Deku walking up and immediately grabbing Todoroki by his shoulder, before pulling him backwards and socking him across the face, as Todoroki's party to watch him hit the ground. Are you an idiot? What the hell? What are you doing here? I'm tracking you down. And you, Deku says, turning to the insect man. I'm gonna need that. I'm sorry, but this is a trade offer. I understand. I'm prepared to pay for that. And you, Deku says, pointing at Todoroki, as you do actually have the elven warrior who does go to draw his sword. As he does go to try and swing at Deku, Deku just does bring his hand up, the sword clashing against his skin and breaking, as the man does look on in quite surprised. And Deku, he does go to at least look towards the wizard and towards the shaman, as he does go to bring up his hands, and strings do shoot out of his fingers, wrapping up both of their hands and preventing them from using their magic power. Okay. Listen to me. The elvish man going to rush forwards and is going to try and punch Deku. The man clocking Deku in the face, as he didn't even budge a single muscle. Deku going to bring up his leg and kick the man in the knee, as the man does fall backwards and grab out way at it, him screaming out in pain. Okay. Todoroki, Deku to say, him going to bring his hands together before he does at least pull one away, allowing that hand to remain free. You and I have a bit of a problem. What are you talking about? Listen, all this technology and weaponry you've been distributing, at least showing people about, you're an idiot. What are you talking about? These people need that type of stuff. They need to defend themselves. That's the problem. If people reverse engineer that technology, they can make advancements on it. They can also make de-advancements on it. What do you speak about? Humans already have access to the musket, and so do demi-humans. they've reverse engineered that from our technology. And then there's the fact that there was something I gave them access to. And do you know what they did with it? They turned it into a bad weapon. In fact, I had to fix that. What? Yeah. So listen to me. Don't. You can't. Todoroki, I've given these people the steam engine, modern medicine, and, well, proper cooking techniques. Along with that, even medical books I've made. The only thing I'm keeping away from them is technology and weaponry. Those can save lives. I know. However, it can also end them. Do you not remember what happened in our own world with technology and, well, weapons? You don't understand. They're not that advanced yet. Exactly. Listen, if you're going to give them something, don't give them this. Besides, I've been keeping track of you. You have? This copy has, idiot. The original me's still back in town. Besides, he's very busy these days. Let me guess. Controlling more people? No. More like clearing up a civil unrest and even a small war. Along with the fact that technology was to blame for that war. Wow. You sound like a little bitch, don't you? Oh, wow. Todoroki, these people will figure it out on their own. If we advance it, there's going to be problems there. Yeah. Besides, I've at least worked on with alchemists to, well, bring up technology. They have electricity. In fact, my city, the one you so much hate, actually is now a city of light. Quite ironic, isn't it? Todoroki going to get up. I don't need to hear this from you. Okay. I'm going to let go of your friends. And if you try to attack me, I won't hesitate to put you down. Or at least keep you alive. Now, Deku, he does going to have his, well, strings go back into his hands. As Todoroki, he does watch his companions hit the ground. Sammy, are you okay? Carly, you good? We're fine. Who is this guy? And why does he call you Todoroki? This guy is Junto. Now, both the two, they do look up. And there's even Eldrin, who he does look up towards Deku. The marks on his face, he should have guessed it. But wait, Todoroki, isn't that the name of the... No, I'm Mazo. Okay, Mazo. It seems things have changed. So, what you been up to lately? None of your business. I see. Well, now, a duplicate would shoot out of the back of this Deku, as it does then walk forwards and pay for the weapon. As Deku does get a six-shooter revolver, and he does look over it. So, this one, it's unique. It disappearing in Deku's inventory as he does pull out a bag of coins, tossing it to the man and then going back to the other Junto. As both the party does look at Deku. Wait, how is that? This is a unique skill. You should all know. Besides, I'm tired of cleaning up after all of you. If any of you do see this guy do this again, tell him to stop. This isn't a simple warning. This is a threat. Do this more, Todoroki, you'll see what happens. These people, they don't understand it. Fine. Whatever you say. Now, Deku would go to bring his hand up. As Todoroki, he does go to look down at it. He's not going to shake his damn hand. Todoroki, I would recommend you shake my hand. Sure, whatever. Todoroki is going to bring his hand up and go to slap that away. But you do actually have, as soon as their fingers, they do touch. Deku activating Total Recall within that second. As Todoroki has his hand does fly away from Deku's, or Deku's hand does fly away from Todoroki's, Todoroki does see the repercussions of what happened in that town. As you do have from the very beginning. Deku, he gave out modern technology to these people. And what they did with it, yikes. They tried to mix magic with technology to create some sort of cybernetic golem. And it went rampant. It went insane. If you do even have to put it into words, it was possessed. And people, yeah. Deku, he realized something sooner. The idea that magic and technology can exist simultaneously, it's a stretch. Even if it was possible, you'd have to bring magic into the modern day, not the opposite. Now, Todoroki does get a look down at his hand, as he does at least look up towards Deku. I see. Yeah. The guns and all that other stuff, it's still problematic though. Automatic weapons can be a problem for regular civilians. And the ones who do use magic, yeah. In the wrong hands, even, I believe, regular or powerful magical knights would have problems. Do you understand? I see. Yeah. Only barrier magic can stop a bullet. But a magic bullet, however, that's a different problem. So, you're allowing them to have muskets still, right? Well, yeah, they're easy to encounter, actually. Now, I have to go. This Deku flying up into the air and leaving. As the second Deku, he does is look towards Todoroki, before picking a direction, going to walk off. Now, Todoroki is quite aware that Junto is staying in town to monitor them, and the other one he's actually leaving. Now, he does think about what Deku did say though. He gave them the steam engine? A locomotive. What way of transportation? Exactly what else is he going to give them? Now, we do actually cut to the original Deku, where he's currently working with some alchemist and even some artifact masters to create the steam engine, as he's at least finding a way to incorporate magical stones and at least other things into the way the system would work, since an immense amount of coal would either be needed or immense amounts of fire. And yeah, he knows that if he does start chopping down trees and making larger pathways for just a simple engine like this, there could be some problems with the forest. So yeah, that is kind of not an option. They have to find at least natural pathways and at least move trees around. Otherwise, the druids, yeah, he's already had at least a talk with them before. Now, with that being said, we do actually cut up to the modern day, or back that 3 years later, with Deku, who he's at least happy with how things are currently going. There was a bit of trouble getting things under control, and finding that unique balance that needs to be there. However, he does believe that at least the 17 to 1800s era technology does fit the best. Anything past that point, things start to get complicated and somewhat unstable. However, it's more or less creating modern things that could, well, let's just say not work. Deku, he is quite aware, as he does currently look out of a window and watch their first train leave the station, as he's quite intrigued. That should be a passenger train. However, there's also at least cargo that's needed for other nations. And he's actually kind of curious. Is it going to reach its destination exactly how they do expect? Is there going to be problems on it? It's very concerning. He did at least strike a deal with the druids, and it was relocating trees and planting a ton more. And they'll at least be happy with the results. Now, druids even did at least give them certain areas they can use. And that was actually quite a bit more convenient. Pathways that actually do cut down the amount of trees they don't have to cut down, and even at least shorten the journey. It was quite interesting. Now, Deku, he also has to deal with at least some magical creatures in the area that would attack the trains and at least the stations, but he did figure it all out. Now, with that all being said, we do actually have this Deku, or current Deku, who he does decide to step out and take a break. Now, Deku, he does go to walk down the street, as he does actually just think, okay, let's see. There's the Deku that's smoldering Todoroki. There's the one in this location. There's the one in this location. There's the one in the human nation, and then there's at least a few others. Okay. And then there's the ones dealing with Todoroki and his little gaggle of dipshits. Stupid organization keeps popping up in different nations. Now, Deku, he's walking down the street, as he does hear something that does at least catch his attention. Now, Deku, he does go to turn a corner. Walking down, he does then take a right and head into an alleyway, where he does completely walk through it and come to a small little intersection. Looking to his right, as he does see 3 men, a few younger looking ones, and, well, a young looking child. Okay, exactly what the hell is going on here? Who are you? I suggest you leave, sir. Now, the man does turn around and pull a blade on Deku. And Deku, he does have someone just roll his eyes. Are you fucking kidding me? This doesn't concern you. Oh, really? Now, Deku would immediately vanish from their view, as all of them are quite surprised, turning back around to see Deku as he's currently standing there, holding out his hand to the small kid. Get up, kid. The kid holding out his hand and grabbing Deku's, as Deku does pull him up to his feet. Okay, explain to me the situation. Now, the guy does rush towards Deku. Deku immediately turning and going to throw a single punch, as the guy gets sent flying away and he dies. The man flying at least 100 feet and smashing into the ground. Okay, do you mind talking? If any of you all do attack, you'll end up like your friend. What the hell? With a single punch? He's fast too. Okay. Kid, you mind talking to me? These guys, they followed me. I just arrived in town. I heard this place was accepting of, well, demi-humans and humans. Yeah, it is. That's the way it's built. I was hoping to come here. Find a place to stay? Okay, and? Well, ever since I arrived, these guys have been looking at me. Okay, I somewhat get it. Deku, standing up and turning. Exactly what do you guys want? Now, Deku, he does hear something in one of their bags. As one man, he did go to shift around a bit and go to step backwards. Deku immediately appearing behind the man, as he does go to grab the bag and rip it open, before seeing a few things hit the ground. a piece of paper, and a collar. And here I was going to take it easy on all of you. The man going to turn and bring up a knife. Then that he has the upper hand, he's got this sly bastard. Watching as this knife directly does hit into Deku's nose. And it does immediately just begin to start breaking apart and crumpling. As the man does slowly back his hand away and look directly at Deku. You know, I would say something, but Deku just bringing his hand and slapping it on both sides of this guy's head. As, well, imagine what happens whenever you put a firecracker instead of a watermelon. Yeah. Deku doing that and then quickly moving. As all the men are killed. And Deku, he does get at least bring his hand up and put his, sword back in his inventory. Okay. The kid is staring at Deku, who he doesn't have a single drop of blood on him. Okay, kid. Shit. You probably should have closed your eyes. You killed them. Aren't you afraid you'll get in trouble? Oh, no. I just have to explain it to a guard and they'll know. Really? Yeah. Anyways, it's a good thing you actually arrived in town. We have a festival coming up soon. Festival? Yeah, it's quite easy. It's actually to celebrate a holiday. Really? Yeah. Now, Deku would go to say the name of the holiday. As a lot of them, or the kid, he does find to be quite surprising. He's heard of that one before, but only in passing, or at least he's known people celebrate it before. Now, the kid's quite surprised, as Deku does tell him to come along. Now, Deku and this kid do head to a shop, where Deku does buy the kid some food and try to at least get some information. He probably should have told the kid to close his eyes, yeah, but the kid, he's probably seen worse, right? So kid, you got any family? No, I don't. Well, you got anyone you came here with? No. Fuck. Okay. So you came here alone? Yes? And you didn't think about what would happen? Not really, no. Yeah, sorry. Whenever I built this place, I didn't really expect it to be like that. Wait, built it? Oh, yeah. I'm Junto. Wait, you're the guy I was supposed to meet. Are you kidding me, kid? No, it's true. You're, well, a powerful warrior, right? Yeah. I was hoping to get stronger. I want to save people. So you want to be a hero, kid? Well, kind of. Okay. Ah, that's complicated. Mr. Just Junto's fine. Listen, I can help make you stronger, but you should know this type of crap doesn't happen overnight. Huh? Yeah. In fact, well, what are you, kid? Like, what? 9, 10? I'm 11. Of course. Anyways, listen. Right now, you are not very good to train. Is it? Let me finish. You're a bit too young. Physically, you're still going to stay weak. However, there are other ways to train you. In fact, you could go through mobility tests, flexibility tests, and learn acrobatics. What are, those way people move and fly through the air when they jump and stuff like that? The fancy moves. Oh, I think I've seen a sword fighter do that. Exactly. There are certain people who do practice those moves without using weapons or even in combat. They master that craft and then use it that way. However, it's learning the basics that's the hardest part. In fact, that in itself can take years. Really? Yeah. I'd say you start training your mobility, flexibility, and, well, techniques before you gain physical power. Do you understand? Oh, okay. Deku bring up his hand. As he does, well, pat the kid on his hood. By the way, you should probably get cleaned up. You're filthy. Uh, yeah, okay. Now, Deku would go to turn and set down some silver coins. As he does inform the lady at the counter, here, for the meal. Oh, thank you. By the way, would you happen to know whenever that Dominic guy is coming by again? Hmm? I don't think so. He should still be in town, though. Oh, really? Yeah. Didn't he come by again last week, or... Well, he's been coming by every day. And he's kind of... Deku looking at this woman. Okay, he can already tell what's going on there. Good luck with that. Hmm? Good luck with what? Her, at least bring her hands up. As Deku does tell the kid to follow him. Now, as does happen actually where a few guards, they do actually stand outside. And the kid does watch as they all do look at Junto. Sir, we've received reports that a large group of men have been found in an alleyway, and they've all been... Oh yeah. Deku stepping to the side. They tried to take this kid. I dealt with it personally. I see. Well, sir, did they... They tried to enslave the kid, using human techniques. Ah, I understand. We'll get it handled right away, sir. Good. Now, they all do go to walk away, and the kid's quite alarmed. Those men just believed him? Now, Deku he does go to continue walking, as the kid he does look around and see the town. He's seeing humans and demi-humans of all categories just mingle and talk. And he's not too sure, but he's pretty sure he just saw an elf. The fact that one's staying in town or even passing through here, it's quite a surprise. Now, eventually Deku he does arrive back to the inn he does stay at, as he does inform somebody to give this kid a shower. Now, the kid's confused. A shower? Now, the kid's taken to a room where he's instructed on what to do. And Deku, he does quickly go back to where his room is and go to find a set of clothes. Him finding at least a pair that might fit the kid, but he does have to make some adjustments. Now, we actually do have, let's just say, Lee, who's sitting down in the room. Her actually just sharpening her blades and at least making sure they're in proper condition. What are you doing? Oh. Well, I'm tending to the weapon. It's... tending to the weapon. I'm making some adjustments. Why? Well, I just found a kid. Really? Yeah. In fact, it's quite interesting. The kid was being attacked. I saved him, and he's currently taking a shower. Ah, those are the best things you've ever invented. I know, right? Anyways, after he takes a shower, then he's gonna get changed. And I am gonna train him on how to use a weapon. You can't just... He asked me to, Lee. Okay, I see. Yeah. Anyways, there's still that dungeon. You guys cleared it, right? We found a few things, along with some interesting artifacts. And, you know, the other thing? Yeah, I'm aware. Thank you for telling me though. Now, Deku is staying at the edge of the bed, as he's making adjustments and sewing with his hands. As the threads coming out of his fingers, they all do quickly shoot into the cloth. And Deku he just has to bring his hand up and slice it with his sword. Now, Deku doesn't catch the clothes as they're falling, as Lee does stand up after setting down her blade, walking over and at least grabbing onto Junto. I can't thank you enough for all that you've done. Lee, come on. I literally didn't do anything. You say that. All this stuff you've made, all this things you've done, you've helped me become more confident in myself. I wouldn't be here without you. I see. Don't worry, Lee. Not going anywhere. Besides, you've at least proven yourself to your parents, right? Oh, yeah, I did. After the war and stuff, well, they were quite concerned. The fact that it's finally over, they thought humans may have gained the advantage. I doubt that. But how did they react hearing that you fought? That you, well, are a hero? I'm not really one of a hero. But I do appreciate the efforts. Now, Lee does express that after heading home to her village, she talked to her father, who he wanted her to marry the chief's son and, well, continue the lineage. She expressed that she hated that man, that she doesn't want to marry him, and the only alternative she would have gotten is to leave the village and come back. What? Yeah. I never told you this, but after leaving my home, that's why I became a swordsman. I tried training and training and training and getting stronger. I wanted to be, well, our strongest champion for my village. After I left home, I did travel around for a few weeks, eventually finding you. You were the strongest swordsman I've ever seen, and you seemed fearless. After I returned home, my father thought I finally gave up. He was so worried, though. I bet. So, what happened next? I fought the chief's son. We had a sword duel, and we used different blades. In fact, you should have seen it. I wiped the floor with him. I bet. Afterwards, I told my father that everything was over. The war, people are freed, we can go anywhere. He was still so dead set on being secluded. I get it. By the way, where's Belle and Lee? Or Belle and Ray? Oh, Belle doesn't really want you to know this, but she was trying to make something to surprise you. She doesn't like to say it, but she does still like cooking. I can understand it. After all the books I've made, I guess I re-sparked an interest. Yeah, you did. She wants to make something or invent something to surprise you with. And she's having a lot of trouble. Now, Deku would look at Lee. As he does, walk over to a desk and pull out a piece of paper. As he does, go to find a utensil to write with, and begin to start writing down a bit of a recipe, along with a way to prepare things and make them. As he does, tell Lee that here's a recipe she can make. What is it? Don't worry about it. You'll see. Besides, just tell Belle, you found this from, well, let's just say a baker. A baker? Yeah. Tell her that this baker is somebody from, well, let's just call it a former royal family. Oh, okay. Now, Lee would go to pocket this note. As Deku, he does go to look back at the clothes he was making. Finishing them up as he does, pick them up and go to walk out the room. Now, he does then go over to where the bathroom is and knock on the door, asking the kid if he's done with his shower. And the kid does ask exactly how do you turn this thing off. Deku telling him to just grab it and turn it all the way to the right, and continue turning. Now, the kid he would listen, as Deku does tell him to open the door and take these clothes. Now, the kid does open the door, open a crack, bringing his hand outwards as Deku does handing the clothes, and he does go to pull his hand back into the bathroom and close the door. As Deku he does wait for a minute. Now, as that is happening, we actually do have where Deku, he's sitting there against the wall. As the door it does open. And Deku does go to look up at the kid, who isn't wearing his hood anymore. As he does actually have his eyes somewhat widened. As he looks up to see that this kid's a demi-human. And not just a, well, regular demi-human. He has black ears, black hair, and a black tail. Okay. You see, I have a few questions about what's going on here right now. Oh, guess I should have told you, Mr. Junto. Well, my clan, we're thinking about rejoining the world. I see. So you guys did go into hiding. Yes, we did. Yeah, I should have known. Okay. Is there anything else? We were hoping to find home here. This place, it's heavily guarded and protected. And other races, they wouldn't really see us as too much of a, well, rarity here. We'd be protected. We're running out of resources where we're currently staying. And many of us have gotten very ill. I see. I understand it. I'm guessing after the war ended, you guys' resources started dwindling fast. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Okay. So explain to me why they sent out a kid. Oh, no. That's not it. I snuck out. They're still having disputes about it. I just want what's best for my people. I don't want them all to die. Okay. Yeah. But I also did have a few questions. For the last couple months I've been traveling, or, well, I think it was a few weeks. Where did... What is it? We've heard a rumor. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I know about the rumor. I can tell you everything I know about it. Kinda because I started it. Wait, what? Yeah, kid, listen. We need to go to a room, really quickly. If people see you right now, they're gonna get the, well, let's say, holy shit idea. Now, Deku would take the kid over to the room with Lee. And Lee says turn her head and immediately do a spit take. As she does ask, well, Junto, exactly what's going on here? A complicated situation. And this kid is going to explain it to us. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.